So this is the post I touched, just over 36 hours ago now, when Dave was having a pint over on the far side there. Sunday morning now, so it's quite quiet, so that should be good for a little bit of road walking. And then I'm hoping to go along the beach today from Burnham-on-Sea to Weston-Super-Mare. So day 17 from Lizard and day 14 from Land's End starts now. So I'm basically on an A road at the moment, a dual carriageway, very safe, got my own footpath. A couple of miles outside of Bridgwater now. And just a reminder what this is all about. It's to support Glaucoma New Zealand, to try and help irreversible blindness, and also for Eye Care for Africa. Just costs £50 or 100 New Zealand dollars to pay for one cataract surgery, which is peanuts. So anything you can help with would be much appreciated. I'm going to try and add the QR codes on at the end of this video. And also a big mention to Tony Glentworth again from Track Me Adventures in Christchurch, who's provided all the Track Me GPS at no charge. I think I saw a sneak pic of Tony on social media last night at the Canterbury Chiefs Super Rugby final. So it sounds like a really close game, and from Tony's point of view, it sounds like the right team won. So, good start to the day. It's very flat today. Hopefully make good progress. Let's go. Tommy Tomato's got a big smile on his face there. Wish me luck on my way. So back to the temperature today. It's expected high of about 21. So a good 10 degrees lower than yesterday, and it's actually a lovely breeze. So just reached Flybridge, Burnham-on-Sea, and that's 11 k's in pretty much exactly 2 hours, which is it's really good going. It shows the difference between the flat and the elevation, and the way you can cover ground very quickly when it's flat, especially on tarmac, though it's not ideal being on an A road. It does give that little advantage of covering some ground. So looking forward to getting to the beach now, and that'll be a little bit slower, but it'll be nice to be off road. Quite a big place, Burnham-on-Sea. Looking very dark over there in the direction I'm heading. So now with a few k's on the beach, there won't be many places for shelter. So it is a bit breezy, so hopefully this might blow through. It does put a bit of rain on the sand. Maybe that's not a bad thing for walking on anyway. But let's see what develops. So I've got a little bit of rain now. Just managed to find a tiny bit of shelter here in a shop. And it's actually funny how all the houses have not had anywhere where I could nip in and get shelter in the last couple of minutes when it was spitting. It's coming down a little bit heavier now. So I'll just hide in here for a short while. See what happens. So it is raining at the moment. A little petrol station there, just a short distance from the, from the last clip, and managed to get takeaway tea from there. So I'm under a tree, a cover. I think it's Manor Gardens, and it's providing good shelter for me while it's raining. A motor vehicle accident. Stayed on the road a little bit longer because of the rain. And I've just been reliably informed by two ladies that I can gain access to the beach after the co-op, which should be coming up soon, across a golf course. And they tell me I watch out for the golf balls. So thank you for that. And I had a £5 donation from Nicola. So there's the co-op I was told to look out for. And this should take me onto a golf course. It looks like it does. And that should get me onto the beach. And look, it's even a public footpath, so I won't be trespassing. Because they don't call me no trespass now for nothing. Or NTN for short. Oh, someone's taking off, be careful here. Trying to take a shortcut, I cut diagonally across. Now I've got to go back a little bit. Serves me right. There was a public footpath after all. It's quite funny actually, that was another shout. When I hit the golf course, I heard this big yell and it was from me. One of the guys coming from the opposite direction had gone astray with his ball, And it landed probably about 10 metres away from me. It wasn't really close, but it was really quite funny. But I got a big wave from them afterwards, which was good. Nice little bridge to get me to the beach. So even though it's a Sunday afternoon, I've got the beach to myself. Look at this. Probably because the tide's out. Probably helps, but all the same. I have to walk all the way to short of Breen. If I go too far, then I have to go back again. Like I don't know what. Like a boomerang. So I've just got to look out on the right for a cafe which takes me off the sand and onto a sluice. So let's see how we go. Not really passed anyone on the beach yet, which is just strange. Maybe it should be a worry, but it's not. I walked New Zealand. It took 134 days. It was a longer walk, about 1.5 times Land's End to John O'Groats. It was also twice as high. So it's a tough little walk to Aotearoa. Aotearoa stands for the long pathway. And the first 4 days were on the beach. 90-mile beach, which isn't 90 miles, it's only about 60, I think. But still, it was 4 days of beach walking. A lot of people have problems with blisters after that. So I'm very mindful of that. I sort of got away lightly at that time. But I have prepared my feet just in case today. Put a couple of plasters on potential hot spots, and so far the feet feel great. And I'm well on the way. I just need to look out for the sluice. Mysterious sluice. It's been great walking along the beach for a little while now. I'm about to hit some human beings for a change. I've made good progress today. I'm just hitting the 20k mark and I've been going for 3 hours 49, so I'm really pleased with progress. Probably should take a stop at some point. Have a little snack bar at one point, but I've been going pretty much continuously. And here we are in Breen, the UK's biggest free admission theme park. Well, there you go, that's why it's packed. So I've come off the beach. I think I've come off the right point. I know I was told to make sure I don't come off too late, so I just play it safe. See a human being again. I think this is where I turned down for what's called the 33 Cafe. I'm not keen on that sign saying it's 8 miles to Weston-Super-Mare. I didn't think it was that far. Let's see. So this pathway appeared out of nowhere. It's taken me off the road, which is good. And I think I might have just found the cafe I'm looking for. And they might be able to put me on the right path to find the sluice that gives me a shortcut through to Weston-Super-Mare and avoids me having to follow the long route that cars would have to follow, which is about 8 miles. Found the 33 Cafe, and I think I've also managed to locate where the pathway to the sluice is, which cuts 4 miles off the journey into Weston-Super-Mare. So really good score. Let's see how that happens when we finish my little snack, which is absolutely gorgeous, and we'll press on from there. Jodie has just given me a free slice because I'm doing the John O'Groats Grand Walk for Charity. Thank you so much, Jodie. That couldn't have gone better. I'd heard those guys in that cafe were really supportive of people doing the end-to-end trial, and so it proved. On my way out, young Jodie there grabbed me and insisted I took a slice with me, free of charge. This is it. Found it. This means I don't have to walk all the way around. Oh, that's such a score. Means I can cross the water stretch just here. Had I gone all the way to Breen, I would have had to have turned back and found this. So I'm really happy. And fit my backpack through here. Ooh, that was a squeeze. How the mind works. I've been walking on the flat all day. I've come across this tiny bit of ascent and I can't be bothered. not psyched up for it towards the end of a reasonably big day. So anyway, it's not much really. Shouldn't complain. And the Weston-Super-Mare has opened up in front of me. So just a case of finding the accommodation now. I'm booked into a Premier Inn for £55, really good value. It's on the east side, on the Bristol side of Weston-Super-Mare, which sets up nicely for tomorrow. I must admit it would have been nice to have stopped here in Weston-Super-Mare itself, but I'll be pleased about it tomorrow. I was a bit lucky, I thought that was blocked off for then. Would have been a big detour otherwise. So just pretty much arriving at accommodation now actually. And here we go. Premier Inn, 4:25. Longer case than I thought today. I thought it was going to be mid upper 20s and it's turned out to be 33 and a half. So we got here now, that's the main thing. And just turned the electrics off, turned my tracker off. Stick my feet up for a couple of hours and get a bite to eat. So day 17 from Lizard Point, day 14 from Land's End. I think the video might be a little bit too long this time. I know people have said if you can keep it under 10 minutes, that's great, but I just shot so many things today. It just seemed to happen. So real highlights today, the beach walking, really enjoyed the beach walking, and also Jodie giving me the free slice at the 33 Cafe in Breen. That was pretty cool. Missed Dave actually. Dave came and joined me for the last leg into Bridgwater, and that was a lot of fun, Dave. I'm looking forward to catching up with you in a couple of weeks' time near Shrewsbury. So thanks for joining me, Dave. I really appreciated it on the last leg. Low lights of today. Nearly forgot my first aid kit. Had to go back to the hotel for it. I was very lucky in that respect. And really the low light of the rain, that didn't happen, so I can't really complain about the rain. I was in Burnham and managed to get cover. So all in all, a really good day. Solid casing, though it was more than anticipated. And that was day 17 from Lizard Point and day 14 from Land's End.